Good morning, everybody. Today is my day off, but I am using it to catch up on all things life, Lula, and that's about wraps up everything, right? So I have suitcases to unpack from KeyCon slash when we stayed at Wilderness Lodge for our anniversary. Yeah, I still had that little, it was only like slippers and a cord that was left in there. So there's that. But I've got this and still so much more laundry to wash and dry. And, laundry is just one of those chores that you just never ever complete. At least I don't. But the reason I came on was because I am currently in the queue for a LuLaRoe launch that I've been very excited about. It's called the Cozy Collection. If you don't know anything about LuLaRoe, their clothes are already super soft, super comfortable. It's honestly all I wear now besides the occasional Spirit jersey or Disney t-shirt. But it's basically a lounge collection, which I already feel like so many of their clothes are appropriate for lounging, but this is like specific LuLaRoe, pretty much pajamas, socially acceptable pajamas, I guess. Here's the challenge though. You guys, if you watched my video, I think it was 2 weeks ago, where I was in line for the queue for the Halloween launch, when the line opens, you're assigned a random number electronically, and you just kind of wait till it's your turn to go into the shop to buy. And it's kind of like, for big collections like this, it's really like hard to get stuff. Like if you don't have like a 1 or 2 minute wait, something's going to be sold out by the time you get in there. So they have a limit on how many things each retailer can buy. So I'm hoping that gives me a good chance. But I tend to not have very good luck on launches, like big launches like this. I don't know what it is. It really truly is just luck of the draw. I just have really bad luck. So wish me luck. I've been saving up for this launch, so I hope I can get something. At least so they have like 7 styles in this. So it's like there's shirts, there's pants, there's jackets, and I'm just hoping for at least one top or like 2 pieces I can put together. That's what I'm hoping for, like a top and a pants or like top and a jacket. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go. 11 minutes left to wait for the queue to open. Again, this is Pacific time, so that's why it says 10:30. All right, friends, I'm about to find out my fate. Now we wait till it gives me a time. I'm so nervous, but really, I'm just ready to accept my reality that I'm gonna have like 10 minutes, which is never a good sign. This little line with the person walking gives me so much anxiety. They actually used the same queue system for when the unemployment line for Florida was really long. I already had anxiety seeing a little man in a line from that, and then, yeah, they both used them, so. Come on. If it takes much longer, Duncan's gonna have to edit this out, so you have not waiting and anxiety with me. 3 minutes! Oh, this is great news, this is great news, this is great news. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. So, got a good number. There was still stuff I wanted that was sold out. They just didn't make. So, long story, kind of short, they did a pre-order for this for people that went to convention, which technically I did, but I just wasn't assigned to this launch. So I think people really took advantage of being able to pre-order, so I don't think there was very much to go to the regular launch, which it is what it is. But I had a cart full of stuff I wanted. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it was some that I wanted, and right as I was going to pay, my cart just emptied completely. So I did not get anything, which is kind of worst case scenario, honestly, but I emailed them. I'm sure there's nothing they can do because it's sold out, but we'll see what happens. So Linda went to go somewhere and she brought the dogs upstairs because they've been hanging out in her room this morning, and within 10 seconds of me putting Gadget on the bed, she took a place in my lap. Right? And I say, Gadget, I need to get up and be productive. And my lap is for my laptop, not Gadget top. And she says, yeah, but I'm cute. How can you say no to these two? So I have an interview in a half hour, so I'm gonna go try to get ready for that. It's a phone interview, but it's like a hospitality recruiting group that's recruiting for somewhere that they haven't actually said what it is. So I don't really know how to prep, but we're gonna try. This is the one that I was supposed to have like last week. They canceled and rescheduled for today. So we'll see how that goes. Hello, friends. I forgot to check in with you guys after my interview. So went well. It was just your standard are you a right fit kind of interview by a recruiter. So I'm moving on to the next round. She's going to text me to set up my next interview, which that with the HR director. I think I moved on. She said she was copying my notes and sending my resume over to the COO and HR director. So I think that means I moved on, or at least I passed her part. So I guess we'll hear if I get another interview or not soon. Hello there. We're in the parking lot of Disney Springs Lime Garage because that is the best one. Sorry, anyone that thinks otherwise. We are going to go get two things that we have been wanting to do for approximately 2 weeks now, I think. Both Halloween-ish. So we'll see you there.
I'm hungry.
Hopefully they're still there.
Snacks.
Oh, now you're hungry?
Well, I'm like hungry for snacks.
Alright, our first stop is Aristocrates, which is a little small hut here in Disney Springs. Normally they have really delicious crepes of the savory and sweet kind, but they have some Halloween snacks. They have an Oogie Boogie sundae, which is what we're going to get, and we just noticed that they have something called Bug Juice, which is a mixed drink. It has Midori in it though to make it green, and that's not really our jam, but we're going to get the sundae and show it off. So correction, after I took that video, it looks like the savory crepes have gone away, probably due to the fact that they now have bubble waffles, which is like been a trendy thing around here. It also could be a victim of COVID limited menu, but I will say that last time we went here when we got the crepes for the first time, we found that it took a super duper long time because they don't staff this stand very well because it's kind of over. That's Rainforest Cafe, so it's kind of at the end. And we did come late last time too, so I can't speak for if it's a little bit quicker during the day. But a lot of the Sundays here are multi-step, and they usually have one person doing the cash and like the finishing touches on the ice cream, and then they have one like culinary person like frying stuff. So I will say that is the one thing to plan for if you come here, especially at night, because I can't speak for it during the day. This little spot, we're really close to the smoking section, but there's nobody smoking right now. But this catches the breeze off the water and is such a great spot to sit. But don't tell anybody. I want to keep it empty. And we're right behind the Goofy Candy Company and the art corner.
We had a little bit of an ordeal because, well, one, we could get it without the Oogie Boogie bucket, which is plus, because one, I don't like buckets. Two, I don't like Nightmare Before Christmas. But I love Gummy Worms. You're supposed to get your choice of ice cream, and he did not ask. I win in this case because I wanted mint chocolate chip, but Duncan doesn't like mint chocolate chip. But that guy was like really overwhelmed from being the only one working in there. He forgot to give us our water too, so we had to like, I'll let Duncan tell that story later, but basically Oreo at the bottom, here's some gummy worms, some mint, well, ice cream of your choice or whatever they give you, and then the same at the top, Oreos, but there's green whipped cream.
Does it taste like whipped cream?
No, it's mint.
Your mouth is very green now. So now that Katie's got her sundae and I still want a snack, I'm going into Goofy's Candy Co. Because they're right there. And I know I can get something there that I'll eat. So I settled on Jack Skellington Apple because, you know, Oogie Boogie, Jack Skellington, theme. And then it's you're like, meh. And then, so they gave me this bag as like the thing to carry my stuff. And this is totally the not so scary trick-or-treat bag from this year. Soul and Mandalorian.
Womp womp. Well, at least they found a use for it.
R.I.P. Mickey's Not So Scary 2020.
You should bring it to the park tomorrow. Just go, hey.
You got something for me? All right, Katie. Black Magic Margarita. So it was a Patron Margarita with like a black cherry something in it. Syrup, I think. Puree, I couldn't tell.
All I know, it's a margarita version of my Kickstart.
So, 10 out of 10?
Yeah, this might be the best one I've ever had from there, honestly, because the flavor's like evenly balanced. Instead of sometimes, I like lime ones, but sometimes they're so sour that I can't like drink at a normal pace.
We're in Basin getting some bath bombs because they're like my favorite thing from here because they don't make me itchy. Dilemma. It's hard to smell the new scents when you have a mask on. Unless they're like overpowering, and then I'm probably gonna pass
Don't
on
want
them.
those smells anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't realize how hot it was.
It said low 80s. Feels like it's 110.
I know, it's really bad. I'm sweating so much, and we were only outside with no sun for like 2 hours.
And we were sitting for 90% of it, not moving, dying.
Yeah. To home, and AC, and a shower. Okay, so I was not kidding. I got super sweaty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of my bath bombs tonight. I'm gonna use this one that's already cracked. It's one of like, because I'm a child, I really like the bath bombs that have toys in them, and they're normally just like, the blue one here is like a, sorry, I can't hold it normal because this one's cracked, but the blue one's the pirate one, and the pink one is just like random stuff. Normally it's like a toy ring or bracelet or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the pink one since it's already cracked, but I just think it's fun to watch it dissolve and figure out what's inside. One time I got my sister a Pokemon one from Basin and definitely had a little like Pokemon figurine inside. Sometimes the Basin bath bombs are very pigmented, so sometimes I have to scrub the tub after. Like probably this week. Duncan and I both guessed what the toy was going to be, so it was one of those capsules that turns into a little sponge. And it was a dinosaur. We both guessed. We didn't guess. I actually don't know what kind of dinosaur that is, but I guess T-Rex. He guessed raptor. I don't think either of us were right.
October 6th. It's Tuesday. From the Lion King. Timon. So, where you from? Simba. Who cares? I can't go back. Timon. Ah, you're an outcast. That's great. So are we.
That bath made every muscle in my body completely relaxed and totally wiped out any possibility of me doing anything productive besides doing anything for my phone. Well, yeah, you got a lot to say? Oh, she's got some stinky breath. Have you been sleeping? Tomorrow we're gonna go to Magic Kingdom. It's gonna be a fun time, and we're gonna finally, I hope, see some Halloween cavalcades. Maybe.
We saw one the last time.
We saw the back of one.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Everyone needs deadlines.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming to the show! What did he say?